Propeller Reason has a great feature that I haven't found an equal for in any other DAW, and I used a lot of DAWs since I started making music back in 1998. This video is part of my quick tutorial series on Propeller Reason. Alright, so what is this great feature? It is the fantastic browser. Using the browser, you can quickly access and add any device or sound you want to your project. You can find specific instrument devices, effects, or go deeper into specific presets which are all categorized into subfolders. Let me show you the fantastic browser in Reason and how you can use it to boost your efficiency when you are producing your music. Whenever you want to add a new instrument, an effect or any other type of device to your project, simply press the function key F3 on your keyboard to open up the browser. So to the very left you have a list of categories, folders and list of your sounds for quick access to whatever you need at the moment. And just to the right of these categories, you get a visual representation of the actual devices of each category or sounds that you can use straight away in your project. So you just click on a device, left click with your mouse, and you can just drag it into your sequencer or rack like this. So let's quickly go through the categories in the browser. The first four in gray here are the Reason devices you can use in your project. First we have all the instruments, including the stock instruments, the rack extensions you own, and all VST plugins you have installed. Then it's the same for all the effects, which you can have also as a rack extension format or a VST plugin effect. Then we have a category for all Reason 9 specific sound presets, and it is divided into subfolders for each style of sound, like basses, pads, arpeggios, etc. It is the same for the orchestral sound bank here, but it's specific to orchestral sounds of course, and then we have the factory sound bank. So if you are looking for a specific sound or effect, you can choose to add it as a device. Let's say you want to add a Thor Poisonic synthesizer. Just left click with your mouse and drag it here. Or you can also go into one of these sound banks, find a specific style of sound you want, and drag that one into the sequencer. After the sound banks, you have a list of all your rack extensions. This is my home folder on my computer, my desktop, and here you will find all song samples which are contained in your project. Then you have recent patches that you have tried out. And this is a nice feature. The showcase is basically your favorite presets. So if you find a preset you like, let's say a pad here, this one, you can just left click and drag it into the showcase, and then you can easily find it in a future project. It's right here, and you can just drag that into your project. The final category here is just a folder on my computer which I have added to the browser to store all my recent projects in. Now I'm going to show you how you can add your own folder to the browser. So if you just click on your computer, this is my home folder, then go up here, I can use my iMac folder, which are all my disk drives. Then I go to the studio disk. And here I have a folder I already created on my computer called Sound Bank. So just left click and drag that into the browser. And here is where I will store all my sound samples so I have them easily accessible to any project I work on. So let me show you how this works. I have the Sound Bank folder open here. So if I create a subfolder now, let's call it Claps, where I will store all my claps samples, it will be replicated, if I just update this, here, because this category I just added here to the browser is basically a shortcut to the folder I have already created on my computer. One of my favorite features of the browser is that you can access all presets for a specific device in your project. So now I have closed the browser, so let's test this feature now. If you have this track selected, just right-click, click on Browse Patches. It opens up the browser and shows all the presets for this specific device in your project. Then we can go to the next device, which is a Kong. Right-click, Browse Patches, and it opens up the Kong patches where you can go into the individual subfolders and find a drum kit that you like. And now I have opened up the rack because I want to show you that this feature works right from the devices in your rack as well. Just click on the Browse Patch icon, which looks like this, on any device, and it opens up the browser and goes into the folder for the presets of that device. Alright, now we have learned how to use the fantastic browser in Reason. I am certain you will love the ease of use, the quick access, and the great ways of customizing the browser by adding favorite lists and even your own sample and sound folders from your computer. I'm Mike, helping you explore the browser because you rock, my friends. My name is Mike, and I share my story and journey as a music composer and sound designer to inspire creative people like you. So click that subscribe button to gain music superpowers.